So you've got the fire in your belly. You're ready to stop working for the man and start building something for yourself here in Australia. Good on you. But this is where the real work begins, long before you even open your doors. The first and arguably most critical decision you'll make is choosing your path. Do you buy into a franchise, or do you build your own business from the ground up? This isn't just a small choice. It's a fundamental fork in the road that will define your journey as an entrepreneur, shaping everything from your daily tasks to your ultimate financial success. It determines the risks you take and the rewards you can expect. A franchise offers you a business in a box. Think about it. You're buying a proven system, a recognized brand name, and a clear operational blueprint. From day one, you know what you're selling, how to sell it, and who you're selling it to. Names like McDonald's, Boost Juice, or Jim's Mowing have done the hard yards, figuring out the marketing, the supply chains, and the customer experience. You are essentially leasing their success and their reputation. Your job is to execute that predefined plan within a specific territory, following the rules and guidelines set by the franchisor. It's about replication, not invention. On the other side of the coin is the independent business. This is the path of the true pioneer, the creator. You start with a blank canvas and a vision. Every single element is your creation and your responsibility. You develop the business name, you design the logo, you create the products or services, and you build the brand from scratch. There is no manual to follow, no head office to call for advice. The buck starts and stops with you entirely. This path offers complete autonomy, giving you the freedom to innovate, pivot, and shape your business into a direct reflection of your own ideas and values. The decision between these two models comes down to a simple question. Are you a brilliant operator or a brilliant innovator? Do you thrive on executing a proven system to perfection, or does your passion lie in creating something the world has never seen before? Neither path is inherently better than the other, but one will be significantly better for you. Understanding your own strengths, your tolerance for risk, and your ultimate goals is the first step towards making a smart, strategic decision that sets you up for the long haul in the competitive Australian market. Let's talk money, because without it, your business idea is just a dream. When you look at a franchise, the initial costs are often clear and upfront, but they can be substantial. You'll pay an initial franchise fee, which is your ticket to use the brand name and system. Then there are costs for training, store fit-out to meet brand specifications, and initial inventory. For a well-known Australian franchise, this initial outlay can easily run into hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's a significant investment, but you're paying for a reduced risk and a faster start, buying a business that already has a degree of market trust. Beyond the initial investment, franchises come with ongoing fees. These are the costs of being part of the system. You'll typically pay a percentage of your revenue as a royalty fee to the franchisor. This can range from 4% to 10% or even more. On top of that, there's usually a separate marketing levy, where you contribute to a national advertising fund. These fees are constant and will eat into your profit margins every single month. You need to factor these ongoing costs into your financial projections very carefully to ensure the business model remains profitable for you, not just for the head office. Starting your own independent business might seem cheaper at first glance, and sometimes it is. You don't have a massive franchise fee to pay. You have complete control over your startup expenses, choosing a less expensive location or bootstrapping your marketing efforts. However, the costs can be less predictable. You're responsible for every dollar spent on brand development, market research, creating operational systems, and all the trial and error that comes with it. These hidden costs of building a brand from zero can quickly add up, and without careful budgeting, they can spiral out of control. The ongoing costs for an independent business are also entirely on your shoulders, but you control where the money goes. There are no royalty fees or mandatory marketing levies. If you have a slow month, you can pull back on spending. All the profits you make are yours to keep or reinvest in the business as you see fit. This financial freedom is a major drawcard, but it comes with the pressure of making every single financial decision correctly. You are your own chief financial officer, and the financial health of the business rests squarely on your judgment and discipline. One of the biggest selling points of a franchise is the built-in support network. You are not alone. From the moment you sign the agreement, you receive comprehensive training on how to run the business according to the established model. The franchisor provides you with operational manuals, supply chain connections, and often sophisticated technology systems for point-of-sale and accounting. When you run into a problem, whether it's a marketing challenge or an operational issue, there is a head office team you can call. This support can be invaluable, especially for a first-time business owner who is still learning the ropes. This support extends to marketing and brand recognition. A good franchisor invests heavily in building and maintaining the brand on a national scale. This means customers may already know and trust your business before you even open your doors. You benefit from large-scale advertising campaigns that would be impossible to afford as a small independent operator. This collective marketing power gives you a significant head start in attracting customers and building a local presence, reducing one of the biggest hurdles new businesses face: obscurity. It helps you get runs on the board from day one. Now let's look at the independent owner. The flip side of having no one to answer to is having no one to call for help. You have absolute, unrestricted control. This is the ultimate creative freedom. You can change your menu, your services, your branding, or your entire business model overnight without needing anyone's approval. If you spot a new market opportunity, you can pivot instantly to take advantage of it. This agility can be a massive competitive advantage, allowing you to adapt to local market conditions far more quickly than a rigid franchise structure might allow. However, this total control means you are the sole architect of your success or failure. You are the marketing department, the finance team, the HR manager, and the chief strategist all rolled into one. You have to source your own suppliers, develop your own training programs, and fund your own marketing. It requires a broad skill set and a huge amount of self-discipline and resilience. The freedom is exhilarating, but the responsibility can be immense. For the independent entrepreneur, the buck stops with you, and that pressure isn't for everyone. When we look at the hard numbers, the data often leans in favor of franchises for longevity. Studies in the Australian market and globally suggest that franchised businesses tend to have a higher survival rate in the first 5 years compared to independent startups. This isn't because franchisees are inherently better business people. It's because they are operating within a system that has already been tested, refined, and proven to work. The reduced risk comes from a proven business model, brand recognition, and ongoing support, which helps navigate the treacherous early years where most independent businesses fail. Now let's consider the end game: selling your business. Exiting a franchise can be a more straightforward process. Because the business operates on a standardized system, it's often easier to value. You are selling a business with a proven track record, a known brand, and predictable cash flow. However, the sale is not entirely in your hands. The franchisor must approve the new buyer, who must meet their financial and operational criteria. This can limit your pool of potential buyers and add a layer of complexity to the sale process, giving you less control over your final exit. Selling an independent business offers more flexibility but can be more challenging. The value of the business is often tied directly to you, the owner, your personal brand, your relationships, and your unique skills. This can make it harder for a new owner to step in and achieve the same level of success, which can make the business harder to sell and value. A successful exit for an independent owner often requires years of work building robust systems and processes that allow the business to run without them. Your goal is to sell a business, not just a job for someone else. So, who should choose which path? If you are an excellent operator, value security, and want to minimize risk by following a proven roadmap, a franchise is likely a great fit. It's for the person who wants to run a business, not necessarily invent one. If, however, you are a passionate innovator with a unique vision, a high tolerance for risk, and a desire for complete creative and financial control, then building your own independent business is your path. You thrive on building something from nothing. Ultimately, the best choice depends on an honest assessment of your personality, your skills, and what you truly want from your life as an entrepreneur.